Hello. Oh my gosh, you have a question already. Yeah, go ahead. No, I'm fine.
How are you? So good to see
I'm doing well.
you. So you and I are similar in age. I would love to hear your perspective because I think it's incredibly awesome that your
Come to
music
grips
is
with
so
My
relevant,
what again?
that your music is so relevant. I mean, in this day of the Forest Franks and the Josiah Queens, as the video was just playing, I want to hear your perspective on that.
Just on my perspective about music being relevant?
Yeah, like, you know.
I guess it's a matter of opinion. I think I don't know if it's relevant or not. I mean, I hope it is. I mean, I kind of keep my ear to the ground. I work with people that I'm old enough to be their dad. I'm not afraid to take chances, and I love adventures, and I've always wanted to musically just explore a continent that's never been discovered before. And I don't think there's anything, I'm not doing that to be famous. I'm just doing that because as creative people, we're supposed to be the best. And so how do we create something that's just so enlightening and amazing, and people go, wow, and I can say it's all for the glory of God, So I'm actually in the studio making a new record, and I'm having a blast. So all these pop things falling out of the sky, and I'm just catching them. So, and then tonight you'll find out I'm doing a song with Joel and Luke tonight. So we're going to do a song called "Place in This World" that's 35 years old. Yeah. So, but kudos to those guys of just they it was their idea, and it was obviously part of their story, and Rebecca and all that. And when they asked me to be a part of it, I said, as long as you make it yours and let me just fit in and be a part of it. It's been really fun to see it. A lot of people think it's a brand new song, but that's okay. So.
I'm Ezra from Ezra Speaking.
What do you think? Should he join for the
You've
fight?
been part of so many incredible moments in Christian music. Can you give us a hint about what
Tell him what we're willing. Hey, we're willing to do whatever.
What tonight's performance is going to be like? It's probably going to be different than anything that's been on stage tonight. Because I'm going to let you wait and see what happens. I'll give you a hint. I'm not going to be on the stage tonight. I'm going to be somewhere else, and so is Joel and Luke. So say a prayer for us that we're safe somewhere in the heights of the balcony. That's all I'll say. Yeah.
Michael, you've spoken about it before many times about
Casey nominees
how God has used
for a
it to
Group of the Year
mentor
award, and nominees are
artists and some of the creators.
Group of the Year.
The importance of
Big Daddy Weed.
discipleship, especially when it
Kane.
comes to this industry.
Yeah. I think that's part of my calling probably for the future. I mean, even to the point where if I never made another record, I think I would mentor for the rest of my life. Why would I not? And too much is given, much is required. And now that I've been doing it for so long, and now all these young artists are going, okay, how'd you survive success? How do you keep a family together? And I've got a few bits of wisdom on that. And what's that?
I said I interrupted Michael W. Smith.
No, that's okay.
I was
No.
just going to ask what to you is the most important piece of wisdom.
I think it's your tribe. Who's your people? Who you surround yourself with? Who's your friends? Who you walk in life with? You hanging out with good people? You hanging out with not so good people? I have a prayer group that's been together for 36 years. And they hold me accountable. And I'm married to this amazing woman of God for 43 and a half years. So, and then as you get older, you go, oh man, you can't afford to blow it, man. There's too much at stake. And so you just stay the course. You stay the course. You stay the course. And you don't look at that. You go west, young man. No pun intended. So those kind of things. So.
Hey Michael,
Yeah, go.
what was it like doing a song and having Jesus play drums on it? I mean Jonathan Roumie.
Yeah. No, Jonathan and I have become really dear friends, and we've been hanging out a lot lately. And I just was hearing his story, talking about our past, and he said, "Yeah, I played drums in a jazz club." I said, "You play drums?" I said, I've got this studio that's in this old historical house, and I've got my drum set up. Won't you come over and play? So he came over and played. Well, I just happened to be working on a song called "Arms Around the Sun," which is the song that came out 6 weeks ago. And so Jonathan, just go Go in there and just jammed arms around the son. And then all of a sudden we hit record, didn't tell him. So, and he said, wait a minute, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? And I said, we're recording you. And he went, ah, you know, 'cause he thought he was rusty, you know. And he hadn't played in a while, but you could tell he's got the chops. And so we stayed and we probably did 4 or 5 takes. And we left him playing drums on the song. And then I asked him if he'd be in the video. And so we had a great time. It was fun.
I'm Emily Young with Shinecast Studios, and I just want to ask, how has your faith grown and changed during your time in the industry?
And so, but we were jet lagged.
What was the first part of the question?
How has your faith grown and changed during your time in the industry?
Well, hopefully I'm getting wiser. I'm growing up. We're all growing, you know? We're pressing into the Lord. That's what we do. We press into Him. And we dive into things to people of faith and our heroes of the faith, you know. And, gosh, I was just listening to a podcast yesterday about discipleship. Woo! I feel like, man, I'm not there, you know. And you find out about what a disciple is. It's way, 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 way much deeper than what I do. And so it's just, you're challenging yourself to be more like Jesus, what we're supposed to do. Be more like Him. So, oh, sorry, guys. All right.
Michael, my name is Cassandra Brenson,
Yeah.
founder of The Calling, and just in your history and seeing all these threads of Jesus just moving around the world, what do you see coming to be in our generation as a
The love
whole?
of Jesus, do I burn?
And the Lord moving.
And then if I
Yeah, I think the most exciting thing is that, and it's not music. I mean, music's a part of that. I think there's a stirring going on. And you can certainly feel it in America and college campuses. But what I'm seeing all around the world, in Europe, and the church waking up, and miracles taking place in Africa, in the midst of all the heartache and the beheadings and all the dark side, there's something stirring. And this is something we have prayed for years and years and years. And I actually believe that I'm actually going to see it in my lifetime. And that's the most exciting part of what I feel like God is doing in the world. So here we go. Thank you, guys. God bless.